So, I want to do a little thing about something that I read today. Penguin, Pride and Prejudice. I don't know how many people have read this. It was a couple of years ago. Um, it Penguin's one of my favorite villains. That I like seeing him in this portrayed as being a little darker than he normally is. It seems like he's always the butt of people's jokes, and in this it kind of shows you why he is so evil is because he's always the butt of people's jokes and wants to be taken seriously. Um, he is just really, really dark and evil in this. Um, just, just a bad person, and at the same time, kind of has a kind heart towards people. Deep down and way down. That he can kind of be a halfway decent person if you're on his good side, but not really anybody is. Um, the art in this is done by what is it? Kudransky, that did Spawn, and some of the art in this is just absolutely amazing. The way that he draws, he does capes real well. He did Spawn, so he does capes real well, and a lot of the Batman stuff is really impressive. But even just some of the just general story art is really good. But it basically shows you how Cobblepot was responsible for the death of his entire family because of the fact that growing up, his dad basically wanted to smother him to death, and his brothers were constantly picking on him, and it just gives you a backstory for somebody that doesn't seem to have a lot of backstory. You kind of get the gist of Penguin, but this helps you understand why it is that he has the umbrella, and why it is that a lot of stuff about him, and just the usage of color and everything in this is awesome. The way that the darks, the way that it's just so well drawn. The story is really good. It is really a really just brilliant. But like I said, I like Greg Horowitz. I liked his Dark Knight stuff. I thought that it was a little disappointing whenever that was canceled, but I understand if people aren't reading it, you got to read it. I always kind of liked it because it was a Batman story that was outside of the main Batman story. So whenever you decided you wanted to break off into something else, you didn't really do that with the Penguin. But it's just awesome the way that the colors are on, and just the covers and everything on this are just, it's just awesome. And like I said, I don't think it's something that a lot of people have maybe read. Maybe people have, I don't know. I've never really been around anybody that's read it. The book blurb is talking about it being the Penguin's killing joke, and I don't necessarily know that it's the killing joke so much. It might be Brian Azzarello's Joker, but anyway, I just wanted to say a few words about this. Written by Greg Horowitz, done by Kudransky, and anybody that hasn't read it, I'd highly recommend that you read it. And like I said, it's in trade, easy enough to get, and I guess that's about all I got to say.